What do you think, Pumpkin? Shall we do an interview today?
This is where you stop calling me. Stop calling me now.
Can we get Pumpkin some milk? Pumpkin needs his milk. I will not do the interview otherwise. I don't know how to do an accent. I don't know what I'm doing.
What kind of milk does Pumpkin drink?
Panda milk. Hey guys, I'm Pat from SHOTTY. I play the guitar and I play the mouth. And today I'm going to do an interview. We have Miles behind the camera. He's going to ask me some questions. We'll see if I can answer them for him.
What have you been doing lately? And what have you been into lately?
I've been playing so much Mario because like a bunch of Mario games came out last year. I got the Mario 3D collection, so I got 120 stars in Mario 64. I didn't get all the stars in Mario Sunshine because I don't think anyone should have to do that. But I beat it enough. And unpopular opinion, I'm not super into Mario Galaxy. The levels are too... It's like you're playing a game about itself and not a game about Mario. You know what I mean? We can talk about that later. I've been playing a lot of Mario.
What other games have you been playing? Because I know you've been playing other games, because I sometimes watch.
Do you want to give me a hint?
What's the game you play at night and then again in the morning?
Okay. I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Sorry, I didn't think about it. When you say game, I don't think about Animal Crossing because it's just life. It's just another part of my life. I have an island and I have so many beautiful animals, and I just got this squirrel named Blair, and she's really cool. She's super into flowers, so maybe I'm gonna give her some flowers and see if she likes me.
What movies have you watched lately?
I've really been catching up with all the DreamWorks. I watched, you got your Shreks, you got your Kung Fu Pandas, you got your Madagascars. I digested all of them, every last word. Even the spin-offs. Your Puss in Boots, your what's the Penguins, Madagascar, they had their own movie. Fantastic. I love it. DreamWorks, keep it coming. Croods 1 and 2, they made a second Croods. 2 Croods. Also, The Grinch from the year 2000 with Jim Carrey. I remember being a stupid little brat in the year 2000, and I was like, I don't want to see The Grinch with Jim Carrey. And I've just watched it recently, and looking back, how spoiled were we? We got Jim Carrey as the Grinch, and we didn't even realize how amazing that was. Now, he's not doing that anymore. Watch that movie. It's really good.
That was very Grinch of you, you know? Like, full circle.
Yeah, I know. My heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Do you watch any TV shows, too?
We watched The Mandalorian. I watched all of Dragon Ball Super, and I'm halfway through the original Dragon Ball. The second World Martial Arts Tournament just started, and now they're facing off against Tien. He broke Yamcha's leg. We don't know what's going to happen next. And I watched The Mandalorian. Did I say The Mandalorian? We watched it. It's got a Baby Yoda. In case you can't tell, I've got a thing for porgs, and who feels like a jackass now? Baby Yoda's the huge thing, and I'm covered in porgs. Super not popular. I liked them before they were cool, okay? I'm into the porgs.
So, when you're watching movies, you gotta eat something while you watch the movies.
Oh man,
So,
you're right.
What's your favorite food?
What if I just read your answers? Blueberry smoothie, then... You know what I've been really into is... I'm a vegetarian now, and some of our fast food places, they're getting into the Beyond and Impossible stuff. So I've been eating these Beyond tacos and Impossible Whoppers from Burger King, or Impwhoppersables, as we call them. Yeah. Also, I made yakisoba last night. It's pretty good.
With eating all this really good food, you must have to burn it off somehow. And you're pretty fit. You're probably one of the most fit guys I know. Like, what do you do for exercise?
Oh. I'm still on my routine. I run 4 miles per day. I got a Fitbit.
Show us the Fitbit.
Look, it tells you what time it is and what date it is. I really don't know what else it does. But I'm pretty sure it's keeping me fit. My heart rate is low, by the way. So...
That's good.
Could explain the sleepiness, the constant sleepiness.
That's good. Have you been reading lately? What are some of your favorite books?
You know, I haven't been reading recently. I made it a goal to read every single Star Wars book that comes out, and that's probably why I stopped reading.
Are they any good?
I can't recommend reading all the Star Wars books. They're not bad books. They're kind of bad books. Oh my gosh. and I read all of them.
How have you been feeling lately?
I have to check my notes. I don't want to say all
How about
this.
this?
This is
How about
so... Okay, yeah. If you got it better.
Well, what are you working on, and how do you feel about it?
That's a great question. So I spent about a year and a half being super isolated, locked in my room, writing our album, which is coming out soon. And as soon as I was done writing it, and we're like just starting to record it, there was a huge pandemic, and everything locked down again. So now we're isolated again. But I'm trying to finish our album while connecting with people, so I don't feel like I'm just living in a cave making music for the cave people. So that's pretty much what I'm working on. Trying to release singles and get some feedback and, get our stuff into the world so I can imagine where it's going to live out there while I finish the rest of the album. And I think it's been going really, really well. We've met some pretty cool people online, and we've made some new friends, which is more than I can say for the past many years of our lives. We haven't really gone out of our way to make new friends. So it's been pretty neat.
So you're like a rock star. And
yeah, sure.
As a fan, we want to know what's going on in your head when you're on stage.
I'm on stage.
Yeah.
I feel like we practice so much that the moves and the songs, those are all like second nature to me. So when I'm on stage, I'm always like reading too much into the situation. I'm overthinking it, as you'd say. I'm trying to ignore all the people staring at me and just get more in touch with my body. That's the constant challenge that I've been facing is just get out of my head and get out of whatever it is I'm imagining is happening and just come back to my body, because our bodies are where the songs come from. I'm trying to connect with Miles behind the drum set, which is super hard, because especially where we're at, most of our shows, you can get in the zone and you're like, I'm ready to play, I'm warmed up. And then right when it's your turn, you have to plug all your stuff in as fast as you can. With an Australian sound guy, he's mostly Australian, like, oi, plug in your freaking gear, get your bloody stuff ready. And you're like, oh my God, and like, your set's gonna be cut, you're taking too long. And so by the time we're done, we're like, oh my God. And he's like, no, play a show. Like, okay. And then you just have to play. And that's the hardest part. How do you prepare for that? How do you practice for that? Maybe we need to get an Australian guy to come and yell at us at band practice. Did I answer the question?
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you want people to know about you and about the band, about SHOTTY?
Man, I wrote down this awesome...
What, that we love you? We really do?
Yeah, no, I wrote that, but like it's so... Man, I'm like feeling just so different now.
I know.
I think what I want people to know about SHOTTY changes week by week. I think when I'm in my best moods, I just embody our motto, SHOTTY loves you, because I really, really just do love people. And it's kind of a curse sometimes because people are mean and people can hurt you. And sometimes loving people isn't always what they need, and it's not always the best way to interact with the world. But I just do. I just like people, and I want people to be happy, and I want to give them stuff, and I want to make music for them. But then sometimes I'm in this mood where I don't know that I want to think about how people think about us. I don't know that I want to live in a world with other people. I just want to make. I want to make because it's what my body knows how to do, to make music. There's just a song idea, and I want it. I'm so curious to see what it's gonna sound like when it's done, so I just have to finish it. And then as soon as I finish it, Miles says, I want to play it on drums. I'm like, okay, I guess we're playing this with our hands now. And then Miles is like, when are we gonna record this? No, we're gonna record it? We're a band still? And then we record it. Then we have to release it. All this just kind of comes from this root of inspiration and feeling good. And then at some point it hits the world, and then I realize that I can't hide. So what do I want people to know? What do I want you to know? I don't know. What do you want me to want you to know? Miles, what do you want me to want them to want me to know for them?
Next question. What's your favorite SHOTTY song from Superfan? And in general, what's your favorite SHOTTY song, period? New, old?
What's my favorite SHOTTY song from Superfan? Probably The Girls or Took Off. They're both pretty good. They both start with the T. They both end with an F. As for the other part of the question, what's my favorite SHOTTY song? Was that the question?
Yeah.
Was my favorite SHOTTY song in general? This is so weird and not fun to hear, but I think my favorite SHOTTY song for a while has been this song off of an album I wrote called The Secret Album, which, as you can guess, is secret and no one's ever heard it.
I've heard it.
Some people have heard it. It's a song called Red Rover. It's really sad, and for some reason every time I hear it, it's just like, it's like the sharpest song. Like it's if it's a tomahawk, because all songs are tomahawks, right? So it's this one, and it's the one that just like, thunk, it just like slides so deadlily and deeply into my heart. I don't know. I just wrote it. It's about me. It makes me feel things. It really resonates, and I just love that I wrote it, and I love it's a really good song.
Are people ever going to be able to hear these songs?
No.
What are your plans for those kind of songs?
Plans. Yes, I want everyone to hear these songs someday. Just takes a little bit of effort on my part to bring them up to the level where they can be heard, because my secret album was recorded in the basement alone, and I didn't ever want anyone to hear it, so maybe it doesn't sound super high quality. Maybe it's not up to our current standards. But people like Miles are always telling me it's good enough, just release it. So if I get enough pressure and if I get enough time to tweak these songs, then I'm gonna release them. It's so secretive. Hey, you know the song.
I do. Why are you in SHOTTY, and what's your ultimate goal?
Why am I in SHOTTY? Let me take you back in time. Pat, 13 or 14 years old, playing a MIDI piano, going online and downloading video game songs and just learning piano. I had this moment where everything opened up for me and I realized I can play anything. Now that I kind of can use my fingers, I can play anything. I realized there's this vast ocean of songs before me, so I just started learning everything I could on piano, and I sucked. And then I had kind of a similar revelation when I was writing songs for the first ever SHOTTY EP, which I think was the 7-song EP. It started out with just some chords, and then I recorded like a guitar lead on top, and I realized no one had ever done that, unless I ripped someone off, but I don't think I did. No one had ever done that, and I just wrote a song, and you can just do it forever. I guess that's a long way of saying you can write songs forever, and they just keep coming into my brain. I just keep thinking of them, and I'm so excited about the fact that I can just sit down and write a song, and it didn't exist before, now it does, and that's the closest thing I've ever had to a purpose or a calling, to use my skills or my whatever my experiences to bring these songs to life. And I'm kind of delusional or insightful enough to know that I can make something that can resonate with other people. So there's that whole other element to it, that I can touch people through my songs. And it's gotten to the point where if I meet someone and sometimes I don't know what to say or do or who I am, I don't know who I am.
Me neither.
It's weird. Until I play, like I hold a guitar or write a song or play music with Miles. And then I really start to know who I am and why I am. And that we're all going to die someday. And if I can leave behind a bunch of songs, that's the best thing I can ever do. So that's why I'm in SHOTTY. What's my ultimate goal? I don't know. I don't know what my ultimate goal is. But if I was on my deathbed looking back, what was my ultimate goal? It'd probably be this. I'm probably succeeding right now just by doing it.
How do I word this?
I don't know. What upcoming thing am I most excited for SHOTTY fans to experience?
Self-promotion, go.
Just personally, there's some pretty cool stuff coming out on album number 2. I think there's some really fun covers that I feel really strongly about deep inside my heart souls.
What's album number 2?
Even Miles doesn't know. Just the B-sides from album 1 that I plan on releasing album number 2. But we have to get through stupid first album first. So once I finish this stupid, boring album, then we can get on to album number 2. That's the one I'm excited for. But maybe you'll like dumb, lame album 1. I think it's pretty good. I'm excited for you to hear.
What's the name of the album?
Yeah, he just told you the name.
What
What's the last song I listened to? Ask me that.
What's the last song you listened to?
I just bought this Space Ghost Coast to Coast CD, Surf and Turf. So it was probably off of that. I think it was Brack singing about potatoes. And then like a sexy saxophone, jazzy saxophone comes in. And he's just like, mashed potatoes, french fries, and just talking about all sorts of potatoes. It's really inspiring.
Yeah, what's your strongest memory of a SHOTTY song or SHOTTY experience?
Is there any way we can narrow this question down?
Yeah.
Let's pick a song that starts with the letter
L.
L. Love Mess? Okay. A specific memory of the song Love Mess?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do this. I can do this really well.
Yeah, I got one. Is this my interview?
I'm going to talk about a specific memory of a song that starts with the letter L. That song is Love Mess. And my specific memory is I had this apartment on Capitol Hill, and it was really weird. And I'm pretty sure I was smoking cigarettes at the time, which you should not do if you don't already do it. And if you do already do it, you should do less of it until you do 0 of it. But anyway, I was doing it. I don't do it now, but I was doing the cigarette outside of my apartment on Capitol Hill. It was cold. I was probably wearing a blazer kind of like this. And I was reviewing myself on ideas, and I heard Love Mess because I had just written it upstairs in my apartment, and I wrote it on these headphones. And my laptop and my table was. It was how do I describe this? It was a flower. My table was a flower. It was like the top was just like a pink petals, and the stand was a stem. So I just had my laptop on this flower, and I was sitting on this little chair, and I had my headphones on, and I did Love Mess intro. I just remember reviewing the idea and reviewing the chorus, which is one of the first things I write. You always said it was love. You always said it was love. I'm pretty sure that's what you said, unless it's all in my head. And I felt it really, really strongly in that moment. I just remember reviewing this idea and thinking, that idea is going to be really cool. I should finish it someday, because that's the exact mood I was in, of the love messian kind of mood of, you know, you think someone loves you. You think love means something, and it doesn't, and well, it does, but you feel like maybe it doesn't because everything kind of exploded, and now you're alone on Capitol Hill. So you write a song about it, and you feel good. That's my memory.
Good song.
I guess it's okay. Do you like it? Pumpkin likes it. My chair has something to say.
10 interesting facts about yourself. Go.
10?
5.
It's like 2. 3, okay. Interesting
3,
facts.
2 lies and a truth.
Can you narrow it down to a specific region of myself?
2 truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie.
About your
I am part panther.
lie.
Damn it.
Now 2 truths.
I come from another planet.
Lie.
What?
Well.
I have 2 tattoos. Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Fun pat fact. When I was not born yet, I was either going to be named Terrence or Patrick. And I think my parents asked my sister, and she said Patrick. And I always think, what if I was Terry? How cool would that be? But I'm not. So we're just going to have to imagine Terry.
Yeah, I was almost Maurice. So I could have been Mo. You could be Terry.
Mo and Terry. Oh, we'd be playing the best blues this side of the Mississippi. Well, dudes and dudettes, that's all the interview for today. Pat from SHOTTY. When we're not interviewing, we're playing rock music. You can go find us online at SHOTTY Loves You. Go like and subscribe. YouTube videos, Instagrams, and music. We're finishing up an album. You can see that one pretty soon. And if you like this video, watch the other videos. And I hope you have a really good insert day of the week here day. Can someone get pumpkin as milk? My little boy is thirsty. Give Daddy a kiss.